Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody is okay. What I wanted to do was to do one of the really to prepare an infrastructure so where to try close to a real environment this lab. It's an interesting lab saying use the social engineering toolkit. So what I did so far, let me show you on VirtualBox. Of course, I started my pfSense router. Here it is. And by the way, that's my one address, 172.16.02.43 with 16 CIDR. This is in my real network. So also I started Kali. And if you see my Kali indeed is, here it is. The network yeah, that's not the Kali. This is Kali. So let me do settings and network. You see it's a bridge adapter. So basically that's why I put it into the one section here into the VirtualBox. So basically it is in the same network. It stays in the same network as the pfSense, just to show you this one as well. Here it is. It's a bridge adapter and these are the two additional adapters there. So basically these are kind of in my internal internet. Now, the interesting thing here, what I did actually is to be able to send the packets to the direction of, from Kali to the direction of pfSense. I change my Kali, and if I need to show you, let me open it. I change the default gateway. I changed the default gateway of my Kali, and I put it at, let me just do this a little bit smaller. Just a second to fix it. So here it is, the network, to show you how I configure it. I created a static IP address, and just want to open it and to show it to you. Here it is. As you could see, I put a static IP address. I check, and there is this one that wasn't taken from my network. And afterwards, actually, I put it there as default gateway, my access to my network, local area network through the firewall. So basically, all the packets goes there instead of going to internet, because indeed my home router is my home firewall blocking the internet access of this bridged machine, and I don't want to make any exception for it. So it's a good idea. It's to go inside of the towards the created firewall instead of my home firewall and the real internet. So what I did further, I also created, if you see Etsy hosts, I created this mapping. So basically I created the interface, the one interface of my firewall, and this is the name which I'm using. So obviously, if I go and check my web server, here it is, my web server. Let me show it to you. So here it is. And if I do here it is. That's what is the host name. And by the way, if I want to check, also the nginx, it's working here. So if I did something to fix it actually, and now what you're gonna see on my nginx, I'll demonstrate it here. So I change a little bit, and I'll show you the code after this. I change a little bit. That's what I see on my nginx server, and actually it will work with HTTPS as well. If you remember, if I do HTTPS, there will be no problem. It will be working with it as well. So how I change this? Well, the way to do it is you need to By the way, what was showing to me was here. Let me demonstrate. So it was. Here it is. If I go and check it, Control and R. Yeah, here that's where actually the index file stays, and the previous one was showing basically different picture, and I indeed called it old. I just backed it up and I created the new one, and in the new one, if I need to show you, it would be, and I'm gonna publish afterwards this as a code. So this is the code which I was using, so you to see what you see behind. Basically, that's what I did on my web server. That's what I did also in my Kali Linux. And something else I did, of course, was on my on my firewall. First of all, when I went to the services, to the firewall and the NAT, port forwarding I was using before I stopped at it, because obviously port forwarding, you need to forward the port and you need to specify port, and it does a little bit of problems. What I did next was actually to create, after disabling the port forwarding, what I did next was to create one-to-one rule, and it's very simple creating it. You just say what's internal IP address, and you designate the one address as your external IP address, and that's all. And that's why I was using in Kali Linux. That's why I assign static DNS name www.abc.local to this IP address, which is my firewall's IP address. The next thing what I did was to go to the rules, and when you're changing in between port forwarding and one-to-one rule, your rules might disappear. So I make sure that both rules are there, one for 443 and one for 80. So at the end of the day, once I did all of this, and I get once back to Kali, as a matter of fact, I was able to, when I go to my ABC, www.abc with HTTPS, I could see this form, as well as when I come here, I could see this form. Either. So this is what I've done so far. If you follow, there are many. What is shown in test out, as well as there are many other, guidelines through the YouTube and internet. So what you need to do next is to go and to navigate and try to hack the passwords. So what I'm gonna do here, I will do Control-C to stop the process, and I'll do return. Couple of 99s to go out. Okay, and here, so I'm done. Now what you need to do is to execute SE toolkit, which is the social engineering toolkit, and you need to execute it as a super user, by the way. So you need to put your password, and then once you're there, you need to choose number one, the social engineering attack. Then you need to choose the web vector, which is the second one, and then you need to choose the credential harvester. Here it is, and of course you need to choose the site cloner. Here it is. Now it's asking you for an IP address, and that must be the Kali's IP address. So if I do here IPA, that's my IP address, right? So I'm gonna put it here, 172.16.200.0.200. Okay. And then it's asking you what will be the URL to clone. Well, let's try HTTPS. Most of the time, when you're cloning something from outside, it will be HTTPS www.abc.local. Local, and I'm gonna click enter. And now when you see this, the third line information will be displayed to you as I have before. So what you need to do next is to go to the site, and let me just do it here. So what you need to do is you need to put the IP address. So what you need to say is 1 72160200 you need to put. That's the Kali, because everything is proxying through Kali. And here it is. It shows now the address, and basically what you, well, it shows the clone sign now. It is That's what it is. And now if the victim put here a username and password, by the way, the password is 127. But I could do something else. Of course, I could say A B C D E F G, let's say, and then you click login. You could update the password. And by the way, when you do this, you will see, you will be seeing on the here there will be things will be happening. And by the way, you see here the username is admin, and you see the password, right? So basically, the victim has been, the passwords has been uh, captured and gathered. And as you see, you actually are the victim actually is forwarded to the normal site. So here how we organize our infrastructure to be able to access from internet like to attack our internal network. In that case, I'm attacking my site, which is in my DMZ. And you have all of this. Well, actually, I'm going to resend, I will resend the pfSense, and I will resend the Kali, and I will resend well, Kali, I don't need to resend it. You have it already, but I will resend the web server as well. So you to have everything up to date, guys, and you could basically use it right away. So with that, I'm done. We'll publish this now into our sharing platform, and I hope you're gonna have a very nice day and very nice rest of the week. Have a great day.